Hi everyone, my name is Marissa and today I'm creating a look inspired by the Princess Ariel using the new Colourpop Disney Designer Collection. Also using the shade Under the Sea and of course Ariel's lipstick. What I've done to make this look is I just look at pictures of Ariel online and decide what kind of features I want to use in my look. I didn't create this look to look like Ariel, it's just inspired by Ariel using the Ariel eyeshadow and lipstick and the whole entire Colourpop eyeshadow, Disney Designer eyeshadow. By the way, the t-shirt I have on has Sebastian on it. What does it say? You can read it. So yeah, I am all out Ariel. She's my favorite princess for many reasons, but yeah, let's get into it. So today we're starting the Ariel makeup look with blush. I've already done BB cream, concealer, eyeshadow primer, and that's all I've done because the blush I'm using today is NARS Liquid Orgasm. I chose to use this color blush because I think it's a good natural type of flush color. I'm just shaking it up because it's a liquid. And for Ariel, she lives in the ocean, so she's gonna be natural looking because I don't think you can put on makeup underwater. I mean, there's waterproof makeup, but actually, it's a movie. But so I'm choosing this color because I'm looking at a picture of Ariel. I'll show it on the screen. Her blush looks like this color. It's kind of natural, flush looking, and that's exactly what this color is. And I'm using liquid because I think the liquid is like quite a natural finish. I don't have the powder version of this blush. So yeah, just getting it on my brush and putting it where Ariel has her blush. Just like right over here. I'm just like stippling it on with a Duo brush from Wet n Wild. Using this liquid blush, you do not need a lot. Many times I have used too much of this NARS liquid blush. I do not intend on using too much today. I'm going to put a little bit across the nose because I want to look more natural. Maybe even a little sunburnt because Ariel lives in the ocean and you often get sunburnt when you go to the ocean, at least I do. I'm just going to set my face now like usual. Now that we've done liquid blush or cream blush or whatever blush you have that's similar to this color, whether it's liquid, cream, or powder, I'm going to do bronzer. I would just use a bronzer that fits your skin tone. I have Too Faced Sun Bunny. Looks like that. I think whatever bronzer you have will be good, but if you have a shimmery, not matte bronzer, that would probably be better to get that like glowy mermaid look. I'm going to go just a tad heavy on the bronzer because, like I said before, Ariel lives in the ocean and in the ocean you get sun. Well, I guess if you live deep in the ocean you don't get sun, but Ariel likes to go to the top a lot, the surface, so I guess she gets sun. And I'm also going to bring the bronzer a little bit under the blush, almost like a contour, because I don't plan on using actual contour. Maybe even a little bit of the lighter color on the nose. For highlight, I'm going to use a nice glowy pink-ish tone. This is Blossom Glow by Wet n Wild. I would just choose a highlighter that isn't too different from your skin tone because we want to look natural. But not natural to the point where we're not wearing makeup, you know, like what I'm trying to say. You see how it's not that different to my skin tone? It's just, yep. For eyebrows, I'm just going to use powder from NYX. I've had this a long time. It's kind of gross looking, but it still works. For Ariel inspired eyebrows, I would just use something that isn't too harsh of a line. So if you choose to use like a pencil or a pomade, just don't go too sharp. And I'm just filling them in the shape they naturally are, because Ariel's eyebrows aren't like a specific shape. For example, Snow White's eyebrows are more of a specific shape, as in curved and straight, but curved at the same time, but not arched. You get what I'm saying? Ariel's are just pretty, like they suit her face. Then I'm just going to use my regular brow gel. Next up is eyeshadow, and I'm going to zoom in for that. So we're using the Disney Designer Collection by Colourpop. It's really pretty, quite wearable. And then we will also be using the Ariel eyeshadow called Under the Sea. It just broke. Hold on a second, I gotta fix this. Okay, we will be using the Ariel eyeshadow called Under the Sea. The great thing about Colourpop's Super Shock shadows is that if they break, you can just mush them back together and then everything's better. Back on subject, for Ariel's eyeshadow, I had a plan of making it flowy and blended well with the blue shade turning into purple because Ariel's tail is blue and her bra is purple. More of a round shape because her eyes are very round. We are going to start off with the shade Grumpy in the crease, but on the outer, like not too far in. And on the inner crease area, I'm going to use the color Chip. It's the lightest shade in the mattes. The reason I'm using two colors in the crease is because I'm going to put the blue like on the inner lid, and I want it to not be too heavy in the crease, so that's why I'm doing two colors. Make sure that when you use these Disney eyeshadows to tap off the excess, because some shades have fallout. You can't see it with the lighter shades, but I have seen it with the darker shades. Next I'm going to get this brush. It is kind of like an angled packing brush. I'm going to take Triton, this color, and put that on the outer corner of the crease. Right there. Now it's time for purple, so I'm cleaning off that same brush on one of these black spongy things that cleans off color off your brushes. I love those things. I'm going to take the shade Poison Apple and put that right next to where I put Triton. Along the lash line so we can blend it out. And a little bit deeper color in the outer corner. I'm going to take a more fluffier blending brush and the shade Fairy Godmother and blend out the purple so it looks very washed out, not washed out, very blown out. I'm going to go back in with the same brush I used for the shade Poison Apple, that purple shade, and go in with the shade Magic Carpet into the outer corner. Put that like right at the corner of the top, you know, right there where your upper eyelid meets your lower eyelid, the corner. And I'm putting it a little bit on the under eye. I'm gonna go back in with the shade Fairy Godmother on that fluffy blending brush and blend it out, straight out. And then the bottom. We need more purple, don't you think? Back in with Poison Apple, the most purpley shade in the palette. Just gonna pack that on where I did the first time. A little bit above in the crease. Just make sure there's like barely any on your brush. Kind of just to blend it. We're going to put the blue there, and I want the blue to fade into purple So yeah, now it's time we're gonna go in with Under the Sea. I'm gonna use my finger first and put it right on the inner third. I'm gonna put it up higher too. And then slide. And then dab it on where you want the most pigment. I'm gonna go in with the denser blending brush. Can you hear that? That noise happens all the time in my apartment. That much. And then just blend out on the inner above the crease. I'm going to use the other side of that brush. It's an Eco Tools brush. It is like a smudge brush, but I find it really puts the color on there good. I've zoomed in more just so you can have an easier time seeing. So I'm going in with this Real Techniques smudge brush. It's a different smudge brush. You see this one? The Real Technique one is more fluffier and less dense. So yeah, I'm going to go in with the purple again to blend out the blue so I can get more of a purple pop. Is it blue or green? I think it's teal. Back in with the blue just to get the blend perfect on that Real Techniques brush. I cleaned it off. This eyeshadow is taking forever. I just want it to be perfect. I think it's good. Now we're gonna move on to the lower lash line. Why did I say it like that? That was kind of weird. I'm weird. Does it matter? No. I'm gonna start with Triton. And then on that smudge side, make sure to clean it off on your spongy thingamabob. Thingamabob? There's a shade in here. I will use Poison Apple, the purple shade. I will blend out that purple shade I just used with the shade Grumpy. And then I'm going to use this teeny tiny little brush. It is called the Precision Smudge Brush. Yes, precise. And use the silver shade Thingamabob on the center under the iris to make the eye look, oh wow. That's too much. I'm going to blend it out with my finger. And then I'm going to use the same brush, the same shade above, right there, to kind of make the blue pop. And on the inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Prince Charming. Blend it up into the blue. I'm just touching up the purple, making it more opaque. And then I'm going to go back in with Magic Carpet. I think the eye shadow is complete. I just got to get rid of the fallout. For eyeliner, I'm just going to use a pot gel eyeliner with this big old pencil brush and just like smudge it out. Since we want our eyes to look round, I'm going to bring the eyeliner straight out, not up at all, just straight, maybe even down. I am satisfied with the eyeliner. Now that I've done mascara, it's time for the lipstick, the final step. This is a beautiful shade. Of course, we're using the shade Ariel. this is the final look. I really hope you like it and think that it's true to the style of Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Here's a close-up of the eyeshadow. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, please leave a like and subscribe because that shows me that people want to see more of me. And I will definitely be making more Disney princess videos. I have 2 others coming up, so stay tuned.